I'm Mr. Ohio-born player made. I'm sharp as razor blades. I'm the truth in the booth. You come to troll, catch this fade. Come on, you. Where you been? I called you family. Now we can feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. Yes. Yeah. Yes. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? Yes. Yeah. You feel the vibe on this ride, hit subscribe, tell a friend. Man, that feel good. Get in there, Shiny. You feel the vibe on this ride, hit subscribe, tell a friend. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. And this is indeed the Punch Junkie podcast, man. Hosted by yours truly, Junior the Truth. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate your time and attention. Appreciate you being here with me, man. You have absolutely no idea. Thank you so very much. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. I would give you a round of applause, but we want this Shiny on the track to ride out because it's so soulful. Yeah, it's so soulful, man. What's going on with you, though, man? Thank you all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you once again. Man, so we're here. We're here, man. And once again, we hitting that double up, Mr. Mitch. Salute to my sister Thrive and Glow with Joe in the building. Joe coming in to endure some more of this boxing talk. Thank you, Joe. I really appreciate you. I really, truly do. Oh, you making me blush. Joe is making me blush. Oh, you making me blush. Man, shout out to everybody, though, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. Once again, I am your host, Junior the Truth, and you can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth. That's JuniorTheTruth, and that's over all the social media platforms, man, each and every one. If you are really looking for me, though, you can catch me over on the Punch Junkie Network, man. The last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, www.punchjunkie.com. Man, we over there. We over there. That's where we are. We over there. You feel me? We over there. So be sure to come check us out, man. www.punchjunkie.com, man. But salute, man. So man. Ooh, they so mad. Ooh, they are mad. They want to argue. They are so very mad, man. Like, they are mad. They are fighting mad. Bud got them in their feelings. Bud got them in their body. Bud got them in their bodies. They are mad. They are mad.
Ghetto baby, I seen pistol play. And K's airing like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare, what a motherfucker bathed in age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never Lil Homie. I'm so genuine with her, she let me ride on that pony. Don't need your flowers, I grow them. Got the game in the coma. Nigga, this the big dog, I ain't bowing to no one.
What? Man, what's up with it though, family? Man, salute to y'all. Salute to my brother Kondo Hassan in the building. What's up with you, bro? He says, raging mad. And I love it. Ooh, they mad, bro. Ooh, they mad, bro. They are mad. Big Teach, what's up with you, homie? Hey, man. So this ain't even gonna be long. This ain't even gonna be long. I totally came in here to talk about something totally different today, but I had to pivot. You know, that's what you do. Like, I had to pivot. And now we here. They are mad. Terrence Bud Crawford is the greatest fighter since 2004. And they are mad. Don Royal says they mad Benavidez turned down Crawford fight. Benavidez does not want to go back to 168. Like, he don't want to go to 168, bro. He does not want to go to 168. Benavidez, see, I'm about to go off right now. Like, I'm about to go off the top. MJ's Total Health and Wellness Enrichment. I'm about to go off the top. But I'm going to save my going off. I'm going to save the going off. We ain't going to go off the deep end just yet. David Benavidez was at 168 forever. He was at 168 forever. And they could not get Canelo Alvarez to fight him. No one could make Canelo Alvarez fight David Benavidez. They couldn't get it. Not the fans, not the sanctioning bodies, not the coaches, not the networks. Nobody could get Canelo Alvarez to fight David Benavidez. And David Benavidez was at 168 forever. When he first moved to 175, he said that he was still open to going back to 168 for the Canelo fight. So now David Benavidez gets that to 175, gets his piece of the 175 title. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he holds a piece of the WBC. If I'm not mistaken, and he just expresses that he has no interest in going down back to 168 to fight. And it makes absolutely zero sense for Bud Crawford to go up to 175. I'm not, and like I said before, I'm not interested in Bud Crawford at 168. I don't even the going up to get the Canelo Alvarez fight was one shot, one kill. One shot, one kill. You feel me? One shot, one kill. Bro, I'm not. Who cares? David Benavidez, Don Royal. David Benavidez says, I'm focusing on these dudes at 175. It ain't. First of all, I'm going to put myself through it to go back to 168, to fight one fight versus Crawford. Win, lose, or draw. You understand what I'm saying? He's not going to stay at 168. He's going to move back to 175. And then if he go down to 168 and kill himself, he ain't going to be his strong self like he would. He's not going to put himself in a position to win. He's setting himself up for failure. But the focus isn't even really on that. That's the killer. The focus from the traditional boxing media, the people that y'all revere, the people who y'all are intentional with going over there and getting their content and listening to what they say and reading the articles. Never mind the Punch Junkie. Never mind even writing your own articles for the Punch Junkie. Never mind that. But y'all go over there and see that shit. And they're over there at these traditional sites, boxing media platforms, and they're calling Terrence Bud Crawford a coward. They're saying Terrence Bud Crawford going back to 160 proves that he will prove that he's a coward. They're saying that he has to go do what he needs to do to make the David Benavidez fight no matter what, or his career is not solidified. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. The guy says, I'm not saluting my brother, the guy. He says, I'm not interested in Bud fighting at all. He done everything he needed to do. Tim TV 212, what's up with you, homie? He's saying Bud Crawford done what he needed to do. He didn't had it all. Canelo Alvarez ducked David Benavidez for years and was never held accountable. Terrence Bud Crawford moves up 3 weight classes. He moves up 3 weight classes, goes and defeats Canelo Alvarez, that now everybody's saying Canelo's old. He's out of his prime. He's old. Guess what? This is the trick, though. This is the trick. Y'all ready for this? This is the trick. And this is why this content here is so dangerous. This is why I'm so potent, the guy. This is why I'm so potent. Watch this, bro. Terrence Bud Crawford is older than Canelo Alvarez. Then I'm hearing Canelo Alvarez would beat Terrence Bud Crawford if he was in his prime. Guess what? Terrence Bud Crawford is not in his prime neither, nor is 168 Terrence Bud Crawford's prime division. When Terrence Bud Crawford was in his prime and Canelo Alvarez was in his prime, they probably could have met at 154, and then we would have got to see who was the best. You feel me? This is why I can't come in here and talk this stuff, bro. Like, I know you be wanting to hear it, bro, and I know you be pressing me to talk boxing, bro, but this stuff here is I'm too surgical, bro. These conversations are too surgical. It's too real. I'm too consistent. I'm too level. I'm the best. The bestest and did it and got away with. I'm just nice. I'm nice. Let me say it that way. I'm nice. I ain't in competition with nobody but me. I'm nice. Don Royal is coming out with his duck list about who Canelo Alvarez ducked, which is Charlo, both Charlo. So Charlo, Andrade, Triple G. He ducked Triple G for years. David Benavidez. He was dancing around Danny Jacobs for a while. He totally danced around. Did I say Andrade? It was somebody else up there. He danced around. I can't remember who it was. It was somebody up there that 60, 68, the 60. He ducked Charlo. He ducked Maul Charlo twice. Ducked him at 54. Ducked him at 60. Ran and became a franchise champion for the WB. Man, we ain't got to go over this. We didn't cover it. All you got to do is just go through the archives. It's on the channel. Go through the archives. It's on the channel. Listen to me, man. So now all of a sudden, you mean to tell me that if Terrence Bud Crawford don't go up to 175, because Benavidez said he ain't going to 68. So if Terrence Bud Crawford don't push himself and go up to 175 and fight David Benavidez, then his career is null and void. Never mind when he has his sights on doing hopefully what I said he should do, which is go pursue being undisputed, because he can get it done in 2 fights. You understand what I'm saying? Because he can get it done in 2 fights, going down and fighting at 160. I would love to see him fight Erislandy Lara first, but I know he's probably going to try to fight Genevek first and become unified at 160. So he can go down and become unified at 160, giving him, what is that? That would give him 5 weight divisions, and then becoming undisputed in 4 weight divisions. That is, so you mean to tell me him going up and beating David Benavidez has a bigger impact on his career than him dropping down to the weight division that he skipped over and becoming undisputed? Man, y'all not making sense, baby. Y'all not making sense, man. And the thing about it, though, to the traditional boxing media, your hatred makes you sound stupid, and you don't even really understand it. You don't understand that your hatred for Terrence Bud Crawford and your hatred for the success of Black American fighters makes you sound stupid. Like, it really, truly makes you stupid. It makes you appear to be highly misinformed, definitely uneducated when it comes to the sport of boxing. And I'm talking about the sport of boxing in its current form. I'm talking about the sport of boxing historically. I'm talking about the lineage of boxing. the rules of boxing, the common practices of boxing, just the sport of boxing, you guys get up and you are paid to write articles and cover the sport of boxing. And you, every time you open your mouth or you open your pen or you open your computer, you show just how uneducated you are. You show just how stupid you are. You really, truly showcase your ignorance and your prejudice and your need to showcase them makes you stupid. This sounds mean, and I know it sounds like I'm bullying, and because I am. You're stupid. That sounds stupid. David Benavidez, and they're saying that he's not. They were articles. Boxing News 24. There's an article in there where they're calling Terrence Bud Crawford a coward. They're using the word coward. If he doesn't fight David Benavidez, he's a coward. What? No, he's not a coward. You know what he is? He is the greatest boxer since 2004. The only person who can even be in the same conversation with him is Clarissa Shields. That's it. Terrence Bud Crawford is the greatest fighter of an era. And with him being the greatest fighter of an era, let me give it to you this way. That automatically hoists him into the conversation for greatest of all time, which is something that is more difficult to prove than the greatest of an era. You understand what I'm saying? When we're talking about accomplishments and whatnot, we can somewhat prove it in errors because it's a level playing field. When we start crossing errors, it's not a level playing field. I'm trying to help y'all. So you can pull out your pens and your papers if you want to, because the sport of boxing in 2004 until 2025, so this 20 years of the sport of boxing, is not the same boxing that was from the 70s and 80s. And that wasn't the same boxing that was from the 40s through the 60s. You understand what I'm saying? And that wasn't the same boxing that was through the 20s and the 40s. And the beat goes on and on and on. So it's very hard to cross errors because there's a different sport that used to fight until somebody stopped. You feel me? There was no round. There was no ending rounds. They used to go round after round after round until somebody didn't get off the stool, or somebody didn't get up off the canvas, or somebody quit or stopped, or the people that loved them made them stop. It used to just go on and on and on and on and on. Then they said, wait a minute. We can just do 15 rounds. We can just do 15 rounds. You feel me? Let's just do 15. So what 15 rounds means in the common landscape of the sport of boxing, 15 rounds means you got a whole nother quarter. You feel me? So imagine those of us that played football, right? No, fourth quarter come out, put your shit up. Don't put it up if you don't mean it. You feel me? Basketball, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, you go all out on the fourth quarter. Well, what that means in the sport of boxing is that means you got a whole nother quarter. So you have a fifth quarter. You feel me? If you've ever played in a game and it went into overtime, you understand? And it went into overtime, then you already know how you felt when it was all said and done. Salute to my brother Boxing and Barbecue. When it went into overtime, you know what you was depleted. If you didn't play hard for 4 quarters and then you got the nerve to have to do an overtime, you got to pull that. That got to come from somewhere. Well, that used to be the norm. They used to have 15 rounds. So 15 round fights, it's not the same sport. I'm sorry. So it's very hard to cross errors. But what I can tell you is that since the year 2004, that's the 4-belt era for those of y'all who don't know. A lot of you mainstream boxing writers don't even know what I'm talking about when I say 2004. It's cool though. Y'all be over here borrowing and stealing a whole lot, so you can steal that and take this back with you, motherfucker. When I say 2004, I'm talking about the 4-belt era, where you had to capture four belts to be undisputed. The 4-belt era. Since then, sport has had some changes, but not major changes. You understand what I'm saying? There have been some additions, subtractions, tweakings, and so on and so forth. But it became a whole lot more difficult to become undisputed, I'll tell you that much. The lineage of the titles was lost too. The lineage of the weight classes was lost too. like the lineage championship was lost because of the inception and all the other the belts and no official lineal title sanctioning body. So they tried to kind of tie it to the Ring magazine. Ring is a little corrupt, respectfully has been corrupt because it was tied to a promotional entity. Do what you will with that. But since 2004, we've never seen anything like Terrence Bud Crawford. Not at all. He's the greatest fighter of the era. He's not a coward. He's not a coward. What he's done is he's went out to set out to prove that he is the absolute best time after time after time again, to the tune of 3 undisputed titles. So he's went to 3 different weight divisions and won all the titles in the weight division, meaning undisputed, meaning there's no dispute. You know how we have this dispute with Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko, Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson and Vasily Lomachenko. We kind of have this dispute. Dev Haney used to be in that. Dev Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis. You know how we used to have that dispute? Well, Terrence Bud Crawford, he went and he says there's no dispute at 140. Yeah, I got a title. I beat Ricky Burns and got a title at 35. Cool. Go to 140. We're going to leave no dispute. I'm cleaning the plate. Go to 147. We're going to leave no dispute. I'm cleaning the plate. Move to 54 for one fight, getting ready to leave no dispute. Won at 154 and said, oh, I got an opportunity to go to 68. Jumped up essentially over 54, over 60, and jumped up to 68 and became undisputed. Leave no doubt. He beat the undisputed champion. And arguably the person that people argue is the face of the sport of boxing. Arguably the people that argue being him being the pound for pound champion of the world, even though to everybody knows with any sort of sense of a boxing brain that Terrence Bud Crawford is number 1 pound for pound. But then he did some pound for pound shit. So he went from essentially 147 to 168 and became undisputed. If that's not pound for pound shit, then what do you call that? In my Juvie the Great voice. If going from 140 undisputed title at 147, having a tune-up fight at 54, let's call it what it was, having a tune-up fight at 154, and then going to 68, from undisputed matchup to undisputed matchup, going up and becoming undisputed at 168 pounds. If that ain't pound for pound shit, then what do you call that? And they trying to say stuff like Terrence Bud Crawford is a belt collector and a coward and so on and so forth. And I just look at it and I say, ooh, they mad. They're so mad that they willing to look stupid to try to vilify that man. Meanwhile, they did nothing. They did nothing to speak out against Canelo Alvarez. And he's an actual drug cheat. He's an actual drug cheat. And he trains out of a gym in a camp with a whole bunch of drug cheats. And they did nothing to vilify Canelo Alvarez. Nothing to vilify Eddie Reynoso. They've been, be quiet. But they want to try to vilify Terrence Bud Crawford. Oh, they mad. Oh, they mad. Hold on, man. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, man, and share this video, please. Y'all stop coming in here looking at me and you know you ain't done your job. Hit the like button. Mark Wunderlich, what's up with you, homie? Be sure you hit the like button, man. Stop coming in here and looking at me knowing y'all gonna be taking these. Somebody gonna go somewhere and try to break down the the different areas and what it means within the different areas of boxing. Y'all know y'all gonna come over here and try to steal and try to take, and that's everybody. That's everybody. Y'all know y'all dead wrong. At least hit the like button. You feel me? The Cash App work too. Ampersand, the Punch Junkie. You feel me? Support the content. You know it ain't monetized. Thank you, Thrive and Glow and Joe with the thumbs up and the salute. I appreciate you, love. You make me blush. But nah, man, seriously. So this is my problem, and this is my hiccup, and this is my challenge. This is my challenge. This is my challenge. Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. They're attacking and vilifying and coming for Terrence Bud Crawford. And the boxing world is pushing me to talk about Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. This is the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, just so we clear. This is the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. God damn it, so I got to stand on it. They are trying to vilify and trying to totally nullify and invalidate Terrence Bud Crawford's accomplishments and his career. And you want to bring your funky ass in here and talk about Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. And then you look at me like I'm crazy because I'm not talking about the circus. I'm not talking about it. You feel me? We'll cover it and we can talk about it when it's about to happen or whatever. I'm not talking about that shit. And they writing articles saying Terrence Bud Crawford is a coward if he don't fight David Benavidez. And David Benavidez saying he ain't going to 168. So if there's any hope for that fight to happen, that means Bud Crawford got to go to 175. And if they saying that Bud Crawford is a coward if he don't do that. And you motherfuckers is in here talking about Tank Davis, this pocketbook at the press conference, and Tank Davis and Jake Paul touching each other. And then got the nerve to be arguing and beefing and going back and forth with one another. Arguing. Angie, Wise, my sister, Wise sports betting. Salute, sis. Should I open up should I go ahead on and should I say what I really want to say, y'all? Like, should I say what I really want to say? Should I say what I really want to say? Because I know I be trying to be cool and I be trying to keep a lid on it. But we really beefing and funking and arguing and going at each other. And we going at each other. Black boxing channels going at each other, calling each other bitch ass nigga and this, that, and they trying to vilify our champion. They trying to paint him up as a coward. They trying to paint him up as a coward. And you motherfuckers on here going at each other over nothing. Like it's over nothing, bro. Over nothing. We going at each other over nothing. You taking time away for us getting behind Terrence Bud Crawford, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you don't like Bud Crawford. Get under the accomplishment. We here for boxing. Like, we here for boxing. We really, truly here for boxing. We here for the sport that we say we love. We here for the sport that they've taken from us. They've ripped it from our grass. They've moved it out of our cities. They've taken it away. You feel me? They have ostracized our demographic and ostracized our voice. The most popular entities in the sport of boxing, fucking Ellie sat back. And I mean that as disrespectfully as possible. They done told you who to go listen to for the boxing content. And we arguing and shit with each other, bro. Like, we really fighting each other. We really arguing and going back and forth with each other over nothing. And I don't give a fuck who get mad about it. I don't care nothing about none of that shit. We are distracted. We distracted. And we on some bullshit. We on some bullshit. Collectively. And y'all on some bullshit too for going to listen to that punk ass shit on some real shit. And I don't give a fuck if y'all get mad either. Y'all over there listening to that shit, encouraging that shit, all in the chats and all that shit about the bullshit. Man, y'all, we just as guilty. I don't give a fuck who get mad. You can leave. Unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck. Like, this shit is for real, man. Like, this motherfucker, Bud Crawford, done some shit we might not ever see again. I know in my lifetime, I might not ever get to see it again. And just like that, from a swipe of a pen, they gonna just undo everything this motherfucker did. They just gonna undo everything this man did, and he done did it right. No performance enhancing drugs. No ducking. Ain't no cap in his rap. All you see around him is his team. The same people he done been in the game with. And we just gonna let them just, with a swipe of a pen, with a stroke of a keyboard on a computer, we just gonna let them undo it and vilify it and nullify it. And we arguing with each other over nothing. Motherfuckers don't even know what y'all are. We arguing over nothing. Everybody involved in that shit is better than that. Everybody involved in that is better than that. Everybody. Everybody got all these skills, all these attributes, all this knowledge. You feel me? And that's what you spend it to. That's just what you spend your knowledge, your information, your energy. That's what you spend it on. Y'all spend it on tearing each other down. Instead of tearing down the motherfuckers that need to be tore down. That's what we do. Man, this shit's so lame. And then y'all wonder why I don't want to fuck with this shit. Y'all wonder why I want to come in here and just talk self-mastery, because I want this whole ass shit away from me. I want this whole ass shit away from me. I'm tired of grown men talking about who these young men laying down with, who they fucking, who they having babies with, what kind of domestic charges and shit they catching. You feel me? What their sexual orientation is. I'm tired of all that shit. We don't even talk about boxing no more. I ain't heard nobody even use the word jab. Combinations, punches and bunches. Like, motherfuckers don't even talk like that about boxing no more. You motherfuckers talk about motherfuckers what OnlyFans model they smashing and shit. Like, man, this shit's stupid. That's what we spending our energy towards. Meanwhile, they tearing down the greatest boxer of a generation because he don't have the right hue. And because he went and undid the big red machine. He single-handedly went and dismantled the big red machine. The motherfucker that they told you was the face of the sport of boxing and was the best boxer alive and was Mr. Everything. And Bud Crawford went in there and treated him like he was a redhead stepchild. Man, get out of here, man. We ain't got no, like, man, we don't have no direction, man. We don't have no coof. Like, no, we don't have no nothing. We don't have no nothing. Like, the biggest storyline is some bullshit. The biggest storyline in boxing is some bullshit between some content creators. Meanwhile, they over there working hard as fuck to bring down Bud Shine. Bud ain't even got his official belts yet. He ain't even got the ones that they mailed to him. He ain't even got the official belts yet. And they already trying to undo it. Talking about him getting stripped and he get this and this. This is happening. They're trying to throw down on his name and his legacy, man. And we sleep at the wheel because we want drama and chaos. Because the culture, we goddamn thrive in fucking chaos. We want chaos. That's what we want. We want chaos. We don't want honor. We want chaos. We want stupid shit. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more, man. Salute to y'all, man. This is JuniorTheTruth signing off. I'm a hard-born player, man. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, man, I gotta keep pushing.